So, yeah, boys, this is your speaking task that you haven't actually received just yet, but I mentioned today in class. So, I just want to go over quickly, just so you've got the video of what you need to do for your speaking task for this term. If you want to have a quick read through with me as I go, it's easy. That way, you've got it. Okay, so this task is used to assess students' ability to plan, rehearse, and deliver a spoken presentation by selecting and sequencing information and refining language choices and ideas. The main part is this part here, your task outline. So it's your first speaking task of the year, and we want you and your classmates to learn a little bit about you. So I want you to pick a time in your life that you would describe as the best day of my life. Now, this can be a holiday, so it might not just be a specific day. It could be a whole week, and you can mention a few things. It can be just one particular day. It might even be your first day at Villa. You never know. But I want you to think about something that you can talk about for at least 1.5 to 2 minutes. Now, you need to talk about your task with mum and dad. You need to jot down the most exciting thing that's happened and bring these ideas to show me over the next couple of days. Try and add a bit of humour, okay? It's always good to keep your audience entertained, so add a little bit of humour to your writing, okay, and your speaking, sorry, and you will certainly keep us a little bit more engaged. Ideally, you need to wear a costume, okay, and bring some props. So like I said today, if say you're doing a snow holiday, you might come dressed in some snow gear. If you maybe made 100 in cricket, you might dress up in your cricket whites. You know, you decide what you want to do for your speaking task. But bring along some props, okay? They will certainly help you in your mark. The most important thing, okay, as well to add to your task is a PowerPoint. Okay, so what I would suggest is if you don't know how to use PowerPoint, you also go onto Google Drive, okay, Google Drive, and in your Google Slides, you can actually create a PowerPoint in that. So you don't even have to download Microsoft Office, but all of you should have it now, so you can use that. What I want you to do is create a PowerPoint, maybe 6 or 7 slides max of photos from this trip. Now, like I said, if you don't have photos from the best day of your life, might have been your first day of school, just find some on Google Images and maybe substitute them in. That's more than okay. But it is needed, it is required that you create an actual PowerPoint or a slideshow to keep everyone entertained and show some pictures from your trip. Okay. Now, you don't have to memorize this off by heart, but it is suggested that you do learn your speech as best as possible and you do not use a sheet of paper and read. Just have palm cards, okay? Because the more you look at your audience, the more you speak with expression and tone and hand gestures, the more you're entertained, okay? So think about that, try and learn it, but you are allowed palm cards. Like I said, the more you practice, the better. Okay, so yeah, practice as much as you can, because that's also beneficial for you. All right, and so this is really important. I'll give it out this week in class. We'll go through it once again, but then you also need to be ready by week 6. And for us, that will be Tuesday of week 6. What that means is that everyone on that Tuesday morning needs to come to school with their props, their costumes, and their PowerPoint ready to go. Now, if you do your PowerPoint, just save it to your Google Drive folder. That way you don't have to bring in a USB or anything for me to connect it. I can just turn on my computer and put it on there. So please, please, please be ready to go by Tuesday of week 6. That's 2 weeks. 1.5 to 2 minutes. Don't want you going any further than 2.5 minutes. I will cut you off after 2.5 minutes. That's a little bit too long. Okay, so I'll give you a little bit like that, but please go to at least 1.5 minutes, because if it's too short, that will also alter your mark. Now this says 3 to 5 slides. I'm allowing 7. Okay, if you want 7, you can have 7. okay, to make yours a little bit more meaningful as you go. How you're going to play the video, the photos is up to you. You can have a friend in class just click the next one each time, or you can hold the clicker and you can click when you want to go to the next slide. You decide how you want to do it. Okay, and then the final thing that's on this task sheet, which we'll go through more in class, is how to get an A. Okay, so it's your marking criteria. You've got how to get an A, outstanding presentation that's well planned and interesting, and you engage the audience. Outstanding use of skills, tone, pitch, pace, and volume to keep us entertained. Body language, eye contact. Okay, so I don't want you reading straight off your palm cards. I want you to be looking at the audience. That's the boys that are going to get our A's. And then last one. Once again, costumes and props, definitely use that, okay? But also your video and how your PowerPoint and how you display that, okay? Cool.